The last thing that any of us want to worry about with Christmas morning is a busted pipe. But with that Arctic air that Chris is talking about moving in, that is a risk that's there. That's why now is the time to get your home ready. Erica Ferrando shows us how.
Getting ready for Friday.
Paul Spitzfaden stopped at several hardware stores before he finally found pipe insulation, barely still in stock here at Mary's Ace Hardware.
We learned that when the weather is going to be below 30 degrees for a length of time, you prepare. Otherwise, you call a plumber.
He's dealt with a busted pipe before.
Yes. Yes, we have.
And as Eyewitness Morning News meteorologist Payton Malone has been warning us to prepare.
This is our main water line, so I want this to be protected.
He has some preparation of his own to do at home.
And one of the easiest things and something a lot of people forget to do is take the water hose off, because if you leave the water hose, it will hold the water here, this will freeze, and then you will crack this. You may have to replace this.
You may have added insulation years ago, so now is the time to check it.
Your insulation starts to look a little old.
And replace it if needed.
You want it to go all the way to the ground.
Payton says secure your insulation with duct tape.
You don't want it to be so tight that it's squeezing so hard on it. Now, you do want it to be firm against the pipe, but you don't want it squeezing into the insulation.
When temperatures are in the 20s, drip your faucet.
It is literally a drip. That may be too much.
And open cabinets.
To let at least a little bit of the heat from the room get in.
But if you'll be out of town for Christmas, maintenance engineer for Mary's Ace Hardware, Rudi Pettagrew, suggests shutting your water off beforehand.
Yeah, if you're leaving for the holidays, shut off the water at the main valve where it enters your house. Open the lowest faucet you can in your backyard or somewhere to drain all that water out of your system. Leave all the faucets in the house open. But remember, if you do that, turn off your water heater.
To avoid a mess and a costly repair job.
You have water all over the place and a broken pipe and frustration and aggravation.
Erica Ferrando, Eyewitness News.
All right, we're all taking notes on this one. If you can't find pipe insulation in stock, experts suggest that you wrap a pool noodle or dish towels around your pipes as a backup plan. And with raised homes here in New Orleans, Ace Hardware employees say, yes, you should check for pipes under your house because those are at risk of bursting too.